So in 2021, I went on a productivity rampage of sorts. I think I tried every single productivity hack out there. From the Pomodoro method to bullet journaling to wall calendars to scheduling stuff in my calendar, trying to optimize every single minute so that I could get more work done. The only problem was that was a time in my life that I was the least productive ever. I think I've never procrastinated more in my life. Cut to today, and I have stopped trying to be productive almost completely. And I think I am doing the maximum amount of work I have ever done in my life. And don't think of this that I'm glorifying hustle culture or anything of that sort. I just mean the day that I stopped trying to be productive is when I actually got productive. How does that actually work? That's exactly what I'm going to talk about in this video, and I'm going to share my perspective on why productivity hacks, productivity content, videos, books do more harm than good, and what actually works instead. So to give you a little bit of an idea, I manage a roster of about 4 to 5 freelance clients, and these are like long-term clients on a monthly basis. So that's roughly about it. In addition to that, I have my own content, which is on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. This brings me to why traditional productivity techniques and tools didn't work for me and why they don't work for most people. Now, productivity in essence is a function of time management, right? It focuses on improving efficiency so that you can do your work in a shorter period of time and therefore get more work done. So now the problem is that to be good at time management, to become more efficient in doing the work that you need to do, you need to get good at 3 core skills. These are awareness, arrangement, and adaptation. So awareness essentially refers to thinking realistically about the time at hand and about the work that you need to do, and understanding that time is a limited resource. Arrangement basically refers to designing your schedule, your goals, your plans to fit in the stipulated time and to achieve those goals in a stipulated time. And adaptation refers to your ability to adjust to interruptions or change in priorities and course correct accordingly. Now, most mainstream productivity advice only caters to the arrangement aspect of your work. So it tells you how to create better schedules and better workflows and better plans to structure your work better, but it doesn't really cater to the awareness or the adaptation aspect, which means that if you can't course correct or if you can't change your mindset about something, the productivity hack will not work for you. So what's the solution? There's a lot of ongoing research in the field of productivity. If you want to understand better, if you want to understand your own motivations better, you can definitely check out the Harvard Business Review. They have great ongoing research articles coming up very regularly. Cal Newport is also making the concept of slow productivity mainstream, and I think there's a lot of merit to that as well. But till we get to a point where something is proven scientifically, I'm going to stick to stuff that works for me. And here are 3 things that ensure that I do get my work done on time, whether I'm following conventional productivity advice or not. The first is no multitasking. Now, this takes care of my awareness stage. It basically keeps on reminding me that time is a limited resource. And if my mental faculties are involved in more than one thing at once, it reduces my efficiency. For instance, if I have to write a video script and I have, let's say, friends playing in the background, a show that I've already watched 10 times, it will still hamper my efficiency in writing that script. And I have experimented on this. I tried doing it. Usually it takes me about 1.5 to 2 hours to finish a YouTube video script, okay? But if I put a show on like this in the background, it'll take me like 5 hours, 4.5, 5 hours, and that is such a massive waste of time. When in reality, I can actually finish it in 1.5, 2 hours and then get to watch my show for half an hour, and there's none the wiser. Similarly, I avoid having notifications turned on, avoid playing background music. I cannot work with background music because that is very, very distracting, especially when I'm writing. But if that works for you, kudos. I have few tabs open on my desktop, especially when I'm doing like focused writing work. All in all, I try and optimize my environment to ensure that my brain's attention is not getting pulled in 10 different directions and reducing my efficiency. And this is one of the biggest reasons how I'm able to get a lot of work done in a single day's time. The second thing I do is utilizing my concentration sprees to the maximum. Now, I have tried doing the whole conventional method of, creating a calendar and scheduling every minute of my day. And from a logical standpoint, when I'm thinking about it, it actually makes sense. It makes sense that I schedule 2 hours of writing in the morning and then I schedule 2 hours of editing in the evening. But realistically, that is not how my brain works. I have these bursts of concentrations every few days, okay? So once I get in a flow state, I can continue working for like 13, 14, 15 hours without having to take too long of a break. And I now use that to my advantage. So my arrangement skill here works not in the planning scheduling department, but understanding when my concentration spree has started and then ensuring that any of the focused work that I need to do gets done during this concentration spree. This means that if I get a chunk of work done in like 14 hours, if I take the next day off, I'm not actually lazing around, I'm just giving my mind a break. The third thing that I do is focusing on action, and this takes care of my adaptation skill set. What this essentially means is that I stopped creating schedules, like I told you. I have started working with a VA, and she does give me like a tentative calendar to take stock of the work that I need to get done in a day. But my mindset towards it is that I just need to get the work done no matter when I do it during the day. So I'll sit with her in the beginning of the week and we'll take stock of all the work that I need to get done throughout the week. We'll prioritize, see what is the work that needs to be done first on high priority, and that gets put during the beginning of the week. And I just have an ongoing to-do list where all of this work is noted. I sit down whenever I have that concentration spree, whenever I am in the zone where I'm focused. I finish off a task, I take it off the checklist, and then I move on to the next task without actually putting too much energy on planning, scheduling, anything of that sort. So my agenda now is just to focus on the action. Just keep doing what needs to get done, and the rest will take care of itself. So the purpose of doing this is to actually put my energy in completing the task at hand rather than focusing all my energy on planning and then realizing later on that that schedule is rigid and it's not adaptable to changes in situation. This way, if something does come up in the middle of the day which needs higher priority, I can always reprioritize and just ensure that the work gets done. So yeah, those are the 3 things that I have started doing in the past 1 year that have massively increased my productivity, that allow me to finish a lot of work in a short amount of time and ensure that I also make time for my social commitments, for spending time with the people that I love, for going out, eating, enjoying, all of that good stuff. So if you enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, make sure you press the thumbs up button, you share it, you subscribe so that it can reach more people, and I will see you next time. Bye.